Hello everyone, my name is Maria and welcome to the channel. Today we continue playing Not for Broadcast, a game about politics, mass media and journalism. So let's see what we have today. It's day 296, the heat wave. So how many months is it for advance?
Now then, Alex, you'll notice that the valves are heating up excessively due to the current heat wave. When they get too hot, the trip switch will blow, as you've seen. Once things have cooled down and the trip switch is back to normal, you can get the power back on. You should keep the fan pointed at the correct valve by aiming it up and down. The middle gauge when you're facing the screens will warn you, so keep an eye on it. Also, maintenance tells me that the fan power switch occasionally turns off for no good reason, so keep an ear open for that too. I'm sure you've already worked all this out though, Alex. You're a rising star at this network and we're all very
What, you've got
proud
someone
of
to
you.
hose down the sun, have you?
Yes, they've just strapped on their wax wings.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
More like keep us in line. I hate guns. Give me the willies.
10 seconds, everybody.
So, we've got any actual real news tonight?
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions now entering their 10th week. In a statement from team headquarters a short time ago, Prime Minister Julia Salisbury issued a commanding response to this unprovoked escalation.
The World Council should make no mistake. This blockade and the illegal sanctions it seeks to enforce are an act of war and will be treated as such. Any incursion, however slight, into our territory will be met with swift and deadly force. You have been warned.
Without a hitch, with the celebrity wedding of the year off the cards, rumours have been flying as to the why. Ever since they broke off their engagement, the separation of celebrity lovebirds Johnny Hansleaves and Tiffany L'Amour has been the subject of fierce speculation in the tabloids. But earlier today, Johnny finally spoke out. Johnny has said he's received an outpouring of support after coming out as gay at a press conference earlier today. In a heartfelt statement, he said that despite the fear of reprisals, it was time he finally shared his truth in the hope that gay young people would see that there's no shame in being a footballer. In it to win it, exciting news from Advance today with the announcement
that was
of a
funny.
monthly prize draw for all team membership card holders. Every month, lucky winners from across the country will be picked at random to receive what Team HQ are describing as unique prizes worth more than money used to be. Take-up on the scheme has been much higher than expected, and if this lucky winner's delighted face is anything to go by, it looks like pretty soon everyone's going to have one. Bitter pill. Is this the beginning of the end for responsibility? The male contraceptive pill, lauded by scientists as a remarkable achievement, has been widely rejected by the public. Sales of the revolutionary drug have been non-existent, with many claiming the world simply wasn't ready for such a shift in radical reproductive politics. Relentless CEO Sophia Remington has refused to bow to public pressure and give up on the treatment. Seen here outside Remington Cysts HQ, the dogged businesswoman called the failure a minor hiccup before reducing 2 reporters to tears. Leaders shipping out. The trapped scientists undertaking a bold escape from Dante's taint have revealed which of their 2 erstwhile leaders will spearhead their journey to freedom. While throughout their careers it's been clear that Doctors Wong and Swartzborg and Horgensford have worked best together, it seems one of them is now going to be taking a back seat. Ingrid has always been the tempered coolant to David's flagellized metal, so it's no surprise that with the unexpected challenges the team have faced, they chose her methodical and effective approach to getting the team home safely. Critics, however, have speculated that her strategy may be delayed, as her name takes much longer to say. Burning down the house? The Capitol was put on high alert last night after Disrupt terrorists set an emblematic fire in the heart of Parliament Park. Violent conflict broke out at the demonstration after a mob of so-called protesters from the
I don't know what I think about it.
unprovoked attack on community cohesion officers in attendance. While the burning fist of resistance certainly seems a powerful image in these difficult times, fire officials were quick to point out that had they not arrived in time, and I quote, the whole bloody city might be yesterday's burnt crumpets. All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions, as well as one of the contenders in this year's Feline Football Championship, and her proud owner. That's all up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh, there is something going on with Jeremy. I really want to see that. We need to hear it in the rushes. And with Disrupt, I mean, I wasn't able to hear what they did really. But if they destroyed, I don't know, property, it's one thing. Property of people. But if it was something connected to government, we will see.
But first tonight, our team of correspondents has been dispatched to every corner of the country to see how the people of this great nation of ours are coping with this unprecedented hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining-on-Sea to see what the scientific community has to say. Megan, how's the weather there?
It's absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking. I'm here with Dr. Anna Burns at the University of Princeford. Are you enjoying the weather?
Jeremy
as much as I
is
am?
so
Oh,
upset.
Yes, it's wonderful, isn't it? My
We
eyelids
need to
are
check this
sweating.
out.
And you're part of a team carrying out a study into just what's causing this unbelievable heat, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, we want to be able to reassure the public once and for all that there's absolutely nothing to worry about and that they can enjoy their sunstroke and fossil fuels in peace.
You sound very confident about that.
Oh, very much so. I can say without any hesitation, there's really no cause for any concern here. I've actually left my car running.
So tell us about this experiment.
Well, we take data from weather stations from all over the world, along with atmospheric samples.
I
and we
really
take all
want to
that
know
and
what they're
feed it
talking
into
about.
this state-of-the-art computer, and very soon we'll be getting a high-tech readout of the results.
Blimey, that sounds very fancy.
I should just say, none of this would be possible without the generous support of Remington's Fist. This is all thanks to their unrivaled investment in our future, and may I just say, complimentary personal anecdote. Oh, here we go. And, as expected, everything is absolutely fucked. Hang on. This can't be right.
Right, but obviously you said a second ago that everything is absolutely fine, so...
Well, actually, under concern level, it just says, why, God, why?
We should be celebrating these wonderful results, I think. There we are.
We need to evolve gills within 40 years.
You look thirsty.
Here it just says, shit.
Look at you! This is meant to be a celebration! Can't go around looking like that!
Shit,
There you go,
shit,
much
shit.
better. Can I just say thank you again to Sophia Remington for providing all of this?
Everyone, we don't have long. Time is running
It's
out.
running out, absolutely right. That is all we have time for.
Abandon hope and return to the forest.
There you are. Enjoy that. I'd like to thank Dr. Burns for just one opinion on the climate.
The sea will reclaim us all.
There you have it, Jeremy. Proof, if proof be need be, that everything is just fine. I'm Megan Wolf, here with science. Back to you.
Megan Wolf there, attempting to do some actual news. Next, heads over to Robin Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's team membership lottery. Robin?
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here in Scritchford with Gary Failsafe, a janitor at the local school, and Amelia Jackhammer, an aspiring poet. Both of you were drawn at random from those who hold team membership cards to receive this week's amazing prize. How do you feel?
Filled with fervent euphoria.
Yeah, good, yeah.
And all that we had to do was fill in a quick form or two.
So
Wow,
again,
that sounds so convenient.
an ad
But
for
we're all
team
dying
membership
to know.
cards.
What have you won?
That's right, Robin. I've won dinner with Julia Salisbury at one of the capital's top restaurants.
Ooh, swanky.
And I've been invited to Peter Clement's house to help him dredge the gutter in.
That's absolutely terrific. You must both be over the moon.
I've written a poem about
So
it.
as I understand from how Megan behaved, It's very important for Advance now to keep the public happy, because we know there are sanctions, we know there is military blockade, and both of these things are very serious, and the government clearly tries to, you know, say that everything is just amazing, no problems, and so on.
Unexpected.
I don't polish turds, I write poetry.
Potato, potato. So, Gary...
Do you think Peter Clement's going to let me keep the contents of his downpipe?
What the hell?
There's no harm in asking,
Disgusting.
I suppose.
Would you like to hear one?
No, thank you. Gary, when you signed up for team membership...
Now I see why Jeremy is so angry.
I like a fluffy,
These
of course.
are not
The
news.
boss said I had to sign up to keep coming into school.
Very sensible. It's important to know who we're trusting around our children.
Oh, I have an unpublished book of sonnets about children. Perhaps you'd like to hear one.
No!
Or an anthology of haikus on the death of innocence.
I'd rather hear about Gary's turd collection.
Really?
No.
I thought you might say that.
Oh. Oh.
Are you all right?
Yes, it's coming. It's inspiration and it's delicious.
Right you are.
What is this?
Today on the show there's no news. Just a man who keeps multiple poos.
Here, this big one's my favourite. See how
Oh my god, why are they showing this? I know these are not
You
real.
encourage other people to enter for their chance to win.
If it's colour you're looking for, take a gander at old Blue Eyes here.
The national
Why?
news lost its way when it covered some crap on a tray.
And how are we getting viewers with
That was
this?
unfair.
And that's all we have time for today.
Thankfully.
Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Robin. What a lucky pair they are. And finally in this segment, it's over to Patrick Bannon, who's gone to the smelliest town in the country to see how the unprecedented weather is affecting the locals. Patrick?
Hello there, Jeremy. Hello, yes. I'm here live in Grizzleford, which has recently voted the smelliest town in the country. And I have to say that, you know, in this heat, the smell really is. I mean, it's something else. Barry Lardons, mate, you've lived here your whole life. How'd you put up with the stink?
Well, we're just all very proud of our achievement, to be honest with you.
You can tell that, look at him, proud as punch.
Do you know what it's like, son, being the second smelliest town?
No, I don't.
Living in the shadow of Arseminster, those smug fucks. But who's laughing now, eh?
So what, not me, that's for sure. So what happened, mate?
Right, the good people from Remington's Fist came in and saved the day with their factory.
You're talking, of course, about the newly built Flage factory.
Yeah, they gave us this big presentation on jobs and growth. But as soon as we heard about the stench, we paid them whatever they wanted to put it here.
Does the stink not affect your life in every way, Barry? I mean, perhaps if you're filling in a tax return
Right,
or
this is
completing a
boring.
physical act of
What are
love.
they even talking about? And why do we need to
several
listen
weeks
to
of your
this?
first bout of sickness.
They're just talking about some smelly
Very
town.
impressed.
Like, really, what is the point?
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. It takes a few
So I
minutes
think
to
now we are
get out
shown
of the
that
sentence.
there is nothing to report on that
Something
Advance
about a
would
production
approve.
line and how they dump
right?
carcasses directly into the water main, but I think it's probably the few valves on the high street.
On the high street. Should I see a doctor? What are the symptoms?
Well, the first one is asking
Patrick?
stupid questions. Then folk experience a loss of inhibition.
Fuck off, do they? When was the last time you brushed your teeth, you stinking old tramp?
Next according is a period of
Something is happening with
randomly bursting into
Patrick.
song, followed immediately by delusions of grandeur.
That's not really a problem, little song of my life. Hello, it's sexy Patrick Bannon and he's wearing sexy shorts now. Oh my God, look at me. I'm like a stallion. I'm gorgeous, why didn't you tell me?
I mean, he is kind of gorgeous.
Shirt off. You know what? I'll even let you touch me if you want.
That will
Not now, but like in general.
self-confidence.
Love the Bannon, feel the Bannon. Oh man, what's the point?
And the ennui. All that's left now are the hallucinations and unconsciousness.
Nano Dotty? Was that you? Why are you made out of
I like
elbows?
that even Jeremy is
You know I
bored.
don't eat opinions. Ah.
Oh, don't worry, folks. Once he wakes up, he'll be just fine. We'll just find a place to stick him where it won't matter how many times he evacuates his bowels.
Oh my God, why?
Right, that's...
Now he's the journalist.
Yeah, from Grizzleford, a town that's really making a stink. I'm Barry Lardons. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Barry. With a naval blockade being set up around our coastline as we speak, when we come back, I'll be talking to 3 members of the general public who appear to be here purely for medical reasons. Don't go away. Unless, of course, you've got something better to do. We'll be back after these messages.
This next section features a potentially controversial guest. Advance may request some censorship if he goes too off-topic. You've done a great job so far keeping everyone happy, so let's keep up the good work.
And I can't do this anymore.
You say this every Friday.
I've done something.
What?
What do you mean? Jeremy?
What did you do?
My mic is still live.
What did you do? Roller coaster. What is this? We've got none of that. Wait.
New cars. Colourful germ pair.
What is this?
This swing. Stay with us in our rustic accommodation.
This does not look safe.
Cats football? We should be doing an interview with the War Minister, or a report from Grantham Downs. Even the weather will be more fucking relevant than this.
We're showing their ads. Why aren't they doing something better?
Exactly, which is wrong. He was mine to be very much on things.
Family getaway at Builders.
What is this?
It's just a few minutes drive from local attractions like Bum Sands and The Hole.
That's it. This is just
10 seconds.
What?
Over
Why?
yourself, Jeremy. Why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself for 5?
Oh.
5, 4.
She's angry with him.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, your host, Jeremy Donaldson. Later, we'll be talking to the captain of the Territory's first cat football team, Professor Pumpkin. But first, I'm joined by 3 guests with some balmy bodily behaviours. Joining me is a woman who's been hiccuping for over 9 months. Isn't that right, Miss Piercy?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Tell us, what brought all this on?
Well, it's all a bit of a blur, Jeremy, to be totally frank with you. So I was watching your show and I remember seeing the news about the election and it hasn't stopped since.
Fascinating stuff. Also here is Frankie Steampipe. Perhaps you could explain to us exactly what your physiological fourboil is.
I'm here to say it's high time people like me were respected. We're constantly overlooked in the workplace, we're whispered about on buses, and we're asked politely to leave children's birthday parties. And it's disgusting.
What is this?
I'm sorry, my bowels have comic timing.
And finally, I'm joined by a man who answers every question honestly, even when it isn't aimed at him. How do you cope with that, Mr. Truman?
With a combination of booze, self-hatred, and hardcore pornography.
Is that right?
Not according to my therapist.
Well, in that case, let's speak to Rose. Tell me, how does the hiccuping impact you?
I get shushed a lot, which is hard. At work, they've asked me to stop answering the phones. It's really affected my confidence.
Well, I find it really fucking irritating.
Do people tend to believe your story?
Fuck no.
Actually, I've been surprised at how much support I've received.
And Frankie, why have you come here today?
Because my wife left me and I was hoping that the fame would win her back.
We've
Makes
started
sense.
for people with ailments deemed broadly comical by society. It's called Take Us Seriously.
That's right. And we bloody well mean it.
And who's joined so far?
A bunch of fucking losers.
It's just us so far.
And how much success have you had?
Well, we've seen some real positive changes.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's been a runaway success.
Shit all. Not a single person come to our fun run and all of our leaflets fell in the canal.
Huh. Well, Miss Piercy, some people are saying your condition was actually caused by the shocking events of that night. What do you think?
Come now, Mr. Donaldson, that's absolute rubbish.
What it'd be like to have a pair of tits.
Could you? I'm sorry, it's very hot. What was I thinking?
That you're a team fuck puppet?
No.
Or a sellout cunt?
Apologies. Just a reminder that he can't help it. And hey, if this isn't live television, then what is it?
Fuckfest of propaganda masquerading as journalism.
Right, Frankie, Rose, tell us, how can the viewers get involved with your cause?
Yes, we're holding a sponsored run in Capital Park next weekend. It's called the No Smiles.
Why was Jenny here?
No, it's called the No Laugh Half. What did I say before the show?
That it was the team pulling Jeremy Donaldson's strings.
No, I didn't say.
Wow, we may have to end that
sorry.
there, unfortunately. What a harmless bit of fun.
They're taking him away for speaking about the team.
We demand respect.
Yes, well, later, I'll be talking to Professor Pumpkin, a ginger tabby with a world-class pair of penalty paws. Is that really necessary?
No, it isn't. Let go. Not you.
Unhand him at once!
Enough! That's enough!
Jeremy, what are you doing?
Trying not to piss myself.
Alex, don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare cut to the ads before I tell you to.
Okay, okay.
You in the broadcast centre, Bozeman's little scapegoat, you listen to me. You cut to the ads before I tell you to, and I will kill every single person in this studio.
Got it.
I am thinking about what I'm doing. I've been thinking about it for a long time. We all should be. Christ, it's so fucking hot in here. Do you remember when we used to do the real news? Before it was all lottery winners and bloody cat football? We are on the brink of a siege, the likes of which the world hasn't seen in hundreds of years. The enemy is at the gates, and I'm stuck here talking to these three fucking idiots.
I think my hiccups have stopped.
That's good.
You three, get the fuck out of my studio. Go on, now, go, before I change my mind. Jenny, lock the doors. Lock the doors.
Yes, Jeremy.
Now. Good. Yes. Now. Right then. You in the broadcast centre.
Yeah.
Alex, you listen to me. You pay attention. Now, I'm sure you've already loaded up exactly what you're going to play in the commercial, but today is going to be a little bit different. Look to your right. Yes, really. Look to your right. There is a VHS tape, and I want you to load it into one of the machines, and when I say so, and not before, you play it. You've got about 15 seconds, so I wouldn't waste any time. Now,
okay.
All cameras.
I assume you won't be playing that tape. This station does not negotiate with terrorists. I hope I've made myself clear. You seem to know what to do.
Every single thing that comes out of this studio is either one-sided, or for now, we're going to show the other side for a bit.
I think we're gonna play it.
The good old days. Alex, play the fucking tape. No, I don't want to hurt.
Listen, here he says that he will kill people if we don't do it.
You're going to get me in trouble with that. Let's hope you made the right call.
We are. You've seen our symbols on your walls. You've heard them talk about us on the news. We are Disrupt. We are the Resistance. It's time you knew the truth.
Here we can always say that we were forced.
You know the elderly are not a burden. You know the rich were not all evil. And you know the team membership card is an ID card, no matter what they try to tell you. But why should you trust us? Another faceless organization. A shadowy figure with a distorted voice. You've seen it so many times in the movies. Well, this is not a movie.
Hello, Alan.
My name is Alan James. I used to try and shock people for a living, for entertainment. But now we live in a time where perhaps you need to be shocked. Perhaps we need to wake up. Advance are coming for our freedoms. They are coming for the fruits of our labours. They will take our wealth. They will euthanize our parents and smiling throughout. They will turn our children against us if we voice our concerns.
Yeah, I'm scared
You don't have to
Charlie is
accept
gonna be against us.
A great many people already won't. You can resist. You can disrupt. Find us. talk with us, join us. It isn't hard. We're everywhere.
I mean, some of it was. I had speech, look. But this was unexpected.
So what now, Jeremy?
It was supposed to be your day off.
God, please, don't do any more stupid things today.
How long? How long, Jenny?
You're already live.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Joining me, unexpectedly, for I very much imagine will be my last broadcast, are two new guests. Jenny works here at the National Nightly News and is someone I consider, well, a friend. And next to her is... What's your name?
Andy.
Andy's a policeman. Only we don't call him that anymore. He's a community cohesion official.
Officer.
Wait, isn't our son a cohesion cadet?
Cohesion officer, CCO.
And how's that feel, Andy? Being rebranded?
It's good. it's not about confrontation anymore. You know, the force had its fair share of problems. The team doesn't have as many.
But it still has some.
I couldn't say.
Couldn't or wouldn't?
I don't know what you want me to say.
Christ, you're fucking useless, aren't you? We'll come back to you later. Jenny?
I don't want to be on the news, Jeremy.
That's perfectly understandable.
Now I will try to not make Advance angry at us.
Jenny, why did you join the National Nightly News team?
I always wanted to work in news.
Yes, but why specifically this programme? The National Nightly News.
It was the news everyone trusted.
Was?
Is. Do you really want to quibble semantics at gunpoint?
Is there something else you'd rather discuss?
Well, there is a great big Alan James-sized elephant in the room you seem to be ignoring.
What do you mean?
I saw your face when that hood came down. You didn't know, did you?
It's about the message, not the messenger.
Like I said, you didn't know.
No, I didn't know. The people I met were with... He wasn't there.
God,
I didn't know it was Alan James.
I'm sorry, but seriously, Alan fucking James. You're flushing your life down the toilet for... God, I love you, Jeremy, but...
He's a good speaker. He's popular in the country.
That right?
Look, forget Alan James. There is still something deeply wrong. And you know it, Jenny. And you know it, Andy. And you at home, you know it too. Meanwhile, I'm interviewing a guest who stinks of shit. Patrick is paddling about in shit. And Robin is literally interviewing someone who collects the fucking stuff. I mean, it's not sophisticated, but what a metaphor. We are sleepwalking our way into oppression, and the news isn't saying anything. We're not saying anything.
Says who? Alan fucking James.
What are all those scientists working on at Grentham Downs? What are they testing underground at Altergrave? Andy, your turn. Make yourself fucking useful. How many people have you brought in for consultations just because they weren't carrying or didn't have team membership cards?
Oh, well, there's other forms of identification that we will accept.
For how long?
We're just here to help.
Then why do you need these? Not really help when it's offered at gunpoint, is it, Andy? Let me demonstrate it for you. Let me help you. You eat these cards with my notes on it, and you'll probably digest a fact. That'd be helpful, wouldn't it, Andy? Knowing a fact?
What? I don't understand.
Do you want my help,
Yes,
Andy?
yes, whatever you say, yes.
Security are here, Jeremy.
Eat it.
What?
Eat the fucking news, Andy, or I'll force it down your fucking throat.
Jeremy, stop.
Go on.
Really?
Eat it. Eat it, you fucking bully.
Jeremy, stop. They will kill you. Please, don't make me watch that.
She's right. I'm gonna censor from now on. Otherwise, Jeremy might be hurt, I think.
Of course. You're right. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. You can put the card down now, Andy. You can go now. You too, Jenny. Fuck off over there. We're nearly done. All cameras on me. This new regime of ours is so seductive. I understand that. But before we all hand off our freedoms, should we ask to whom we're handing them over? Don't you want to know what's being done in your name? How many people were transitioned last month? A record high. Again, if you care. Shouldn't someone ask Advance how they plan to deal with this blockade? How many years or months of supplies we have? Why aren't we asking these questions instead of, whose shit is this? There's a cat backstage dressed as a fucking goalie, for Christ's sake. He's even got the little gloves. Anyway, that's why I arranged for you to see that broadcast in the last break. I didn't know it was going to be him, but I guess that just about sums it up. We are all up Ship Creek with a paddle made of Alan fucking James. Christ, it's all so fucking pointless. I was going to quit tonight. Take a holiday. Try something else. Out of the limelight. Maybe try having a relationship. I hear they're nice. Never tried it. I loved the news. And now, well...
God, Jeremy, don't!
No.
I've tried my best to be honest with you, but this just isn't the news anymore. And I'm sorry.
Yes, of course. No, I wanted to do the advanced one. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. Can I hear this one? Today to take you on a trip to tomorrow. Alright, I hope Jeremy is okay. We will check now. Graphics and breathtaking sound. That looks fine. It's just a video game, right? Okay, let's check it in the rushes and everything. We need to see a lot of things there. Generous bonus, that's good. What is this? Not worrying every day. Amazing. Jeremy. Okay, so now we need to be careful about Advance, because I don't want them to be mad at us. Let's quickly check the ads. Team membership cards, that's understandable. Crazy Long Summer. Yeah, I want to see what this one is about. Yeah, we've heard this. Not heard, but read.
He looks a bit like a real tank.
Oh, gee, Janet. What a time to be alive. Surely games can't get any better than this. And that sound.
It's like a digital symphony, Brad. Are they playing more than one note at the same time?
Up to 4, Janet. 4 notes at the same time. That's enough for a chord.
But, Sophia, surely a home computer entertainment system needs games. Damn straight. And with the RS Rainbow, there's an incredible 3 of them. You could be solving puzzles in Zone, or jumping about in Twitchy Builder, or even taking on your friends in our incredible 2-player game Fighting. Yes, you heard me. 2 players at the same time. The RS Rainbow has a luxurious 32K of memory, so you can have whatever game you can dream of. I'm Sophia Remington, and I can't wait to turn on, load up, and as the cool kids say, zone out.
This just sounds normal. So is she finally making like good products? I don't know. And let's see what he was talking about before everything. I think it should be here, right?
And after that, I'll be asking my own thumb what it thinks about the global financial situation, as well as what 3 members of the general public think about how a nuclear reactor might work.
Could you be a little more dismissive in your delivery? I think there's a viewer out there somewhere who missed it.
Viewers? We still have some of those, do we? Perhaps they're hoping to run into a fact.
Jeremy, get it together. Don't give Bozeman any more ammunition.
Oh, no, thank you.
Coming back from the titles, quiet in the studio.
I really best not.
Alright, now let's see what he was saying when she was interviewing her.
It's absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking.
Are you fucking kidding me? She's on a beach with a fucking cocktail with what looks suspiciously like actual news.
Would you rather she was here with you? Because that's been going so well recently.
No, I don't want that either. What I want is, well, never mind. Right now, I'd happily settle for a desk fan.
Bozeman will never approve it.
Do you know they have dinner together?
Who?
Bozeman and Megan, and Bozeman's wife, who is lovely, apparently. Who would have thought it? Bozeman managed to persuade some poor, hapless victim to shackle themselves to his ego.
Your mic's still live. And I have met Bozeman's wife, and she is lovely, actually.
What do you mean you've met Bozeman's wife? How come you've met her? I don't even know she exists.
Because in the 8 years I've worked with you, I've never seen you attend a single workplace social event.
I hate them, they're agonising.
Yes. Imagine the horror of spending an evening with your colleagues.
I'd rather spend an evening with that fucking rapper.
Do you remember when you used to be fun?
Yes, it was about the last time we did the actual news, wasn't it? Before your lot turned into this shit.
I'm sorry. My lot?
Well, it's not my fault, is it? Why are you even here today? I mean, it's supposed to be your day off.
It's the second time he's saying that, so as he said, he didn't plan to take the gun, but he planned to do something, and he didn't want her to be there.
I am not talking to you.
Has anyone seen Jenny? Jenny! Jenny! Can I get a refill, please? I know you can hear me.
She's mad at him, understandably.
Don't you walk away from me! Jenny!
I think he cares a lot. Maybe he's even in love with her. I think so, yeah. Because he was kind of upset when she was talking about going on a date. I think like in our first episode, maybe. I don't think he's saying anything here. And I think he will say something when Patrick is just... What was he doing there? Taking an interview?
Ooh, not that. Look, I know it's not your job, but can I get a refill, please? Look, I know it's not your job, and I don't want to come over entitled like a certain co-host of mine, but my throat is dry, and I have to be sat here until the inevitable clusterfuck of an interview that is this, Gary the shit collector, comes to an end. So, if you wouldn't mind, please. Well, go on then.
Aw, here she is.
Poor bastard.
My God, have you finally found someone in a worse situation than you?
I'm picking up that she might be somewhat annoyed with me.
For your information, Jeremy, me and my lot aren't the reason there's no real news left. I put plenty of ideas forward, but they always get squashed up the chain.
Fucking Bozeman.
No, not Bozeman, further up.
Oh, tell me more.
I shouldn't have even said that.
Interesting that Jeremy doesn't understand that. He should be aware at this point.
Well, Patrick, who's not looking presentable now, eh? Fucking arsehole.
Let me just quickly check if he's gonna say anything else.
The guest, a stinking old tramp. Are we really gonna let this continue?
We don't have a choice, Jeremy. No, I don't think he's gonna...
Oh, Patrick, why?
...really say anything else. So, let's see what's next. Now I'm most worried about our son, to be honest. Remap your controls to customize your workstation. I could do that? Day... Oh. Oh yeah, the next day. Makes sense. You wake up still partly in shock from what you saw on the news last night. What you had to edit on the news last night. When you come downstairs, you find your family sat in the living room, waiting for you. You take a seat on the sofa between Sam and Susie. Sam swallows, hesitating before starting. We were so worried about you last night. After Jeremy, everything that happened. Sam shakes their hand. Hand? What? Hand. I wonder what they'll do with him now. Are you okay? I can't shake the feeling he might be right. Sam looks to the kids, then back at you. We saw that you chose to play that tape. They paused before continuing, and I couldn't help but wonder why. I didn't feel like I had a choice. What? That's not good enough. Disrupt are bad people. I can't believe you did that. Charlie's outburst seems to come out of nowhere, and no one in the room is prepared for it. Do you even think about how this stuff affects people? You're a fucking idiot. Sam tries to interject. Charlie, but he's already slammed the door. Charlie always was a bit black and white about this sort of thing. Yeah, Charlie. For what it's worth, Alex, I think you were in an impossible situation, and somehow you managed to make the right call. Sam throws their arm around you. Only you were stuck in the studio, having to make that choice. No one can criticize what you did, and I'm proud of you. You've never been so grateful to have Sam support you. Yeah, we have an amazing wife. You take a deep breath and gather your thoughts. It's a lot to take in. You're not sure you're fully processed what happened last night, let alone what Charlie and Sam think about it all. You look to your daughter. I know this is an incredibly difficult thing, and we don't always agree, but I do think you made the right choice. Susie smiles at you. You had to play it. There was just no other option. You put an arm around her and give her an affectionate squeeze. That's nice. I'm glad she is happy. It's nice you've at least got some company. The TV is playing through some old western show, but it's not quite as distracting as you'd hoped. You were never going to please everyone. That is certainly true. What's next? I'm scared. Really. 324, a questionable choice. You go off work early today, a rare enough occurrence to put a spring in your step. As you close the front door, you can hear excited conversation bubbling from the kitchen. Clearly, someone's popped around for a cuppa on Sam's Friday off. I'm so worried about Charlie. Hopefully, there are still some biscuits left. As you enter the kitchen, you see Sam and Susie enthusiastically discussing something. Your daughter's still in her scrubs, having clearly come straight from work. I got the posting I was hoping for, she gushes. I'll be doing my placement in the new transition center. Really helping people like Grandma. A transition center? Why would you want to work at one of those horrible places? That's amazing news. Congratulations, sweetheart. Such important work. You know, someone works there, and as I understand, there are people who really need help there. So let's just be proud of our daughter. The 5 of you sit around the kitchen table for the first time in a while and celebrate the news. 6 of you include Emma, Mom's nurse. Grandma's a bit better this evening, and you hear her talking with Susie in harsh tones throughout the night. You don't cook often, but tonight everyone's complimenting the chef. Who knows how many more evenings you'll get like this. Okay, overall that was a nice day. That's good to hear. Transition center. I hope Susie's gonna be alright, because she is not pro-advance, and that is an advance organization. A burden borne. What is this? It's been 6 months since you and Sam last discussed Grandma's ever-increasing medical costs, and Emma, whilst very pleasant, has proved as expensive a nurse as you feared. We have money. You can't quite believe it's been that long already, but the sanctions are really starting to hit home now, and unfortunately the government's only solution to help the ailing elderly is a day trip to a transition center. Why does everything always seem to come back to money? That's life. This time it's you in the kitchen table, surrounded by bills and paperwork. Today Emma told you that there was really nothing more you could do, except an expensive experimental new treatment that might not even help. Sometimes your mom wants the treatment. More often she talks about visiting the transition center. It's hard to know which she really wants. Sam puts a hand on yours. What are we going to do, honey? She's your mother. It has to be your choice. No, we're not doing that. I think she's she wants to go to transition center to not be a burden, because sometimes she wants the treatment, and that is important. I don't think she wants to live like this anymore. She's my mom. We have to do whatever we can. Let's get the treatment. Oh, worry and dad. That's what we started with. Alright. I hope it's gonna be alright. It's a difficult choice. You never know when you might need that money, particularly for the kids. No. What if Charlie gets in an accident? What if Susie drops out of medical school and she needs you to keep her afloat? But what if you could give them a few more good years with their grandmother? Surely that's worth the cost. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Game, don't do this to me. Alright, I think we did good today. We saved our mother and we were proud of our daughter, so I'm excited to see what's next. I'm a little bit worried about Jeremy, of course, but we will continue next time. I hope you enjoyed this episode and have a wonderful day. See you soon. Bye.